Drake's new album, SSS for You. And specifically, like, there's this one song on the album that's kind of blowing up right now called Nokia.
Yeah, Nokia is really interesting, and it's interesting kind of in the context of the whole album, too.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we're going to get into today. Like, what is going on with this song, and how does it relate to the rest of the album, and maybe Drake's career more broadly, even.
Drake exposed for stealing from Nokia. This might be the end. Reaction.
Yeah, that's a pretty provocative title for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So let's just jump right in, I guess. So this video is focused on Nokia, and it's basically saying that this song's the only one on the album that's really, like, stood the test of time.
Yeah, like, that's still popular.
Yeah, exactly. And the video kind of frames it as, like, the rest of the album has already, like, faded away, but Nokia is still sticking around.
It's the one that people keep coming back to.
Yeah, and so the big question that the video is asking is, like, why is that? Why is this song different? And the kind of answer that the video gives is that it's because Drake didn't actually, like, make this song.
Right, like, it wasn't really his creative vision.
Yeah, and so this is where it gets kind of, like, I guess maybe controversial a little bit.
Sure, yeah, sips on some toes.
Yeah, because, like, you know, Drake is considered, like, a top-tier rapper.
The GOAT by some people.
Right, exactly. And so the idea that he would put his name on a song that he, like, didn't really have a big part in creating is kind of like, I don't know, it's like sacrilegious or something, you know?
Yeah, it goes against this whole idea of, like, authenticity in hip-hop.
Exactly. Like, in hip-hop, the artist is supposed to be, like, the source of the creativity, right? Like, they're supposed to be the ones writing the rhymes and coming up with the beats and all that stuff.
Yeah, like, their words, their stories, that's, like, a huge part of what makes hip-hop.
Right, and so the video is saying that Drake is kind of like, I don't know, cheating the system or something by, like, taking credit for this song that he didn't really create.
Yeah, and it's interesting because this isn't the first time that Drake's been accused of this kind of thing.
Yeah, he's got this whole history with, like, ghostwriting and reference tracks and stuff.
Right, and the video brings that all up.
Yeah.
It's like, this isn't just a one-time thing. This is, like, a pattern with Drake.
Yeah, and they specifically mention the whole beef with Kendrick Lamar. Like, remember that?
Oh, yeah, how could we forget?
Right, and, like, all those accusations that were flying around back then about Drake using ghostwriters.
Mm-hmm, it all ties in.
Yeah, so this video is basically saying that Nokia is just, like, the latest example of Drake, like, I don't know, pulling the wool over everyone's eyes or something.
Yeah, like benefiting from other people's creativity.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And so then the video kind of, like, zooms out a little bit and starts talking about some other stuff on the album, like the cover art and the music video for No Kill.
Right, and saying that those things are also, like, borrowed from other artists.
Yeah, like, there are these, like, I don't know, similarities to other people's work.
Yeah, it's like this whole idea of originality is kind of missing from the album.
Right, and the video makes the point that, like, the timing of all this is really bad for Drake.
Yeah, like, he's already been getting criticized for his recent stuff.
Exactly, and so this just adds fuel to the fire, you know?
It makes it look like he's not really, like, innovating anymore.
Yeah, like, he's just kind of, like, coasting on other people's talent.
Exactly. And so that brings us back to Nokia. Like, why is this song so important in all of this?
Right, so the video focuses on this guy named Ellen, who's credited on the song for vocals and production.
And they're saying that Elon basically had the entire song done before Drake even touched it.
Like the beat, the melody, the arrangement, everything.
Like it was a finished product.
And Drake just, like, came in and added his vocals.
That's the claim anyway.
Yeah, and so the video is saying that this is not how collaboration is supposed to work.
Right, like usually, even with featured artists, the main artist is still, like, involved in the creative process.
Yeah, they're, like, shaping the sound and the direction of the song.
But in this case, it seems like Drake just, like, took Elon's song and made it his own.
Yeah, and so some Drake fans are trying to say that this is just, like, a reference track situation.
Like, Drake just used Elon's song as a starting point.
Right, but the video pushes back on that pretty hard.
Yeah, they're like, Elon's song wasn't just some rough idea, it was a complete song.
Yeah, like, it was ready to go.
So it's not really like a reference track at all.
Right, and this is where it gets back to those questions about Drake's writing abilities.
Yeah, like, can he actually write a hit song on his own?
Right, And the video brings up Hard Part 6 as an example.
That song where he supposedly had trouble writing without help.
Yeah, exactly. And so the video is saying that Nokia is like further evidence that Drake needs other people to write his hits for him.
Like, he's not really the creative genius that everyone thinks he is.
Yeah, and it's ironic because Nokia is being hailed as like this comeback song for Drake.
Like, it's the song that's going to save his career.
Right, but if the video is right, then it's actually like the opposite.
Yeah, it's like his comeback is based on someone else's work.
And that leads to this comparison with Kendrick Lamar.
Like, Kendrick is seen as this authentic artist who writes all his own stuff.
Right, and the video is basically saying that Drake is like the anti-Kendrick.
Yeah, like he's more of a pop star than a rapper.
Because in pop music, it's totally normal to use songwriters and producers.
Right, but in hip-hop, it's not supposed to be like that.
So the video is saying that Drake is basically like, I don't know, betraying hip-hop or something.
Yeah, like he's not being true to the genre.
And then the video points to a couple other things that are kind of sus about Nokia, like the fact that it's placed so late in the album's track list.
Yeah, and the fact that Drake didn't really promote it at first.
Right, so the video is saying that this is more evidence that Drake wasn't really that invested in the song.
Like, if he had actually created it, he would have been more excited about it.
And then there's the music video for Nokia, which the video claims is like twisting the original vibe of the song to fit Drake's beef with Kendrick.
Like, he's trying to make it into something that it's not.
Yeah, and that's kind of like the final nail in the coffin for the video's argument.
Like, Drake is taking this song that's not even really his, and he's manipulating it to fit his own narrative.
And so the video's conclusion is basically that Drake is a fraud.
Like, he's not the talented rapper that everyone thinks he is.
Yeah, and that this whole Nokia situation is proof of that.
And they say that this could really hurt Drake's legacy in the long run.
Yeah, like he might never be considered a top-tier rapper again.
And even though his fans might not care.
The rest of the hip-hop world might see him differently now.
Exactly.
So that's pretty much the gist of the video.
Yeah, it's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, it really is. And it definitely raises some big questions about, like, creativity and authenticity in music.
Yeah, like, what does it even mean to be an artist in today's world?
Right, like who's actually creating the music that we listen to?
And how much does it matter?
Yeah, those are all really good questions, and I don't know that we have the answers to them.
Yeah, me neither.
But it's definitely something to think about.
For sure.
So I guess that's it for today's deep dive.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody.
We'll see you next time.
Peace out.